those fiends in the western sewers.
Shut the fuck up. The fuck was that? Someone open a gate in here?
Some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
Who's talking? Who's saying that? Is it you?
The honcho of one of them strip families got killed right in his own casino. You know he pissed off the wrong guy.
I curse! Yeah.
Can't go anywhere else.
Yeah. Let that be a lesson to all of you.
What are you waiting for? The boss won't wait forever.
It was supposed.
Go meet the other recruit.
Oh,
and prove
fuck
yourself.
you. I wanted to talk to you. Come on, Hope.
Contact me.
Let's get out of here. Gotta go help this pedophile groom another child. You can't. Don't look at me like that. You tell me that man does not look like he would groom children on the internet. Don't tell me that old man Hosea didn't groom Frank. Kidnapped him and was like, you don't understand. I see the real you. Yes, I, an older man.
The quieter it gets, the better we can hear. There ain't much in this world louder than silence.
Thank you for subtly telling me to shut up.
Hi. Do I know you?
I figured you were, the new recruit. Hit the beast while it slumbers. I'm the beast and I'm gonna slumber. I'm here to help the vultures. Dawn is breaking. Greet the new day.
Sorry, are you on a jet trip? Maybe you need to sit down.
I get that reference. Hit the beast while it slumbers.
So you're the one I'm supposed to be waiting for? You're not what I expected. I was expecting a badass merc with an entire arsenal on their back.
Sorry, they
I
haven't
heard
done
you
this
knew
mod
Alec
yet.
quite well. Me
They're in
too.
New California.
I really wish things could have gone different for her. She seemed like a really sweet girl.
She
She was
was.
always really nice to me. I didn't really see the bad in her that everyone was talking about.
Because you're being
Hosea seemed to have his
groomed!
reasons, though. He's a man with a vision. NCR are bleeding us dry, and I'm ready to fight just like you are. Has Hosea filled you in with what we'll be doing?
I mean, he hasn't filled me in, but I'm sure he's filled you in. That's really fucking disgusting. It's nice to meet you, Frank. Nah, Hosea said you'll brief me. No fucking clue what the plan is. Hurry up and tell me what you... Tell me, you annoying piece of shit. No, he hasn't. He said you would tell me the plan.
He must be testing my memory. Well, he won't be disappointed, thankfully, as your man here has a good memory.
Sorry,
The
you're
NCR
not my
transport
man.
crops using caravans from
Hope
local
is my
farms
man.
From here to the Mojave outpost and then further onto NCR territory. That corn could feed all of Vegas. So what he needs us to do is obtain the caravan schedule.
Sorry, Jose has really bored me the fuck out. Seems like I'm the one doing all the work. Why can't I deliver the schedule? What are we going to use the caravan schedule for? Well, you just fucking explained it.
Because I've already done my part for the cause, and I'm only here because Hosea says I need to learn the value of teamwork. I'd rather not tell you anymore if you're alright with that.
I mean, Hosea can certainly help you with teamwork. You just gotta bend. I really gotta stop.
I couldn't tell you exactly, but I reckon Hosea will have us take the cargo when the caravans are vulnerable.
Ah, so you're gonna kill them.
I think he'll use what we get to feed the hungry around Vegas. I could be wrong. I'm not really aware of what the strategy is exactly. You got any more questions?
Yeah, why you, I don't have anything to say.
Okay then. Glad I could help. Meet me back here once you've got the schedule. Unless there's anything else I can help you with?
I investigated this area earlier trying to find you. What actually happened? How did you go from killing a vulture to joining them a day or two later? Yeah, what happened, bro?
You did? That must be why Hosea was so quick finding you. He must have realized you were hot on his heels.
I shot him in a lifetime.
I'll never forget that night. I knew someone had been watching me all day ever since leaving Ella's place. It was later, when I went out scavenging near those houses near the old steel mill, when I noticed the same people who were watching me in Freeside. That's when I knew they were definitely following me, so later that night, I slept with my pistol close by the pillow. When they came, that's when I had to pull the trigger for the first time. I had to watch that lady die. It's not a nice thing to see that.
Dude, you shit talk me for
I
not
still
being a
see the
badass merc,
look
but then
in
you
her eyes when I sleep.
you
It
bitch
haunts
out
me.
because you killed one
I don't know how
person.
the Raiders do it. For money? Survival? That's the last thing I remember seeing before I got knocked out and dragged to the steel mill. Hope that answers your question.
Wow, you yeah, I'm helping Hosea. We're gonna kill people, steal things, all for the better cause. Oh god, I killed someone. How'd you go to joining them? I know this answer. You were groomed. I really gotta stop with these jokes.
I'm as shocked as you are, honestly.
Yeah!
When they captured me, I thought I was a goner for sure. It's not very often you kill a gang member in Vegas in front of their friends and live to tell the tale.
Oh no, that's I get
thought
to
they
do
were
that.
gonna kick me in the furnace the entire time I was tied up in that godforsaken mill. After a few hours, though, Hosea told them to loosen my restraints and come sit downstairs with him. I didn't have much choice in the matter, so I went and listened to what he had to say. I don't quite know how to put it, stranger.
Stockholm Syndrome.
But everything Hosea said just sort of made sense. There's no real reason why
Stockholm
the people of Freeside should
Syndrome.
be treated like dirt.
Getting in
We're
your
no
head,
different from those
psychological
big wigs
warfare.
on the strip. We're all flesh and blood at the end of the day.
Yeah, so
He
is
said NCR
Hosea.
are only here for the water in some big old lake. That sounds like them. I know what they're like. One time, some NCR grunts stole me and Billy's claim near Nelson. We got there fair and square, but he pointed his gun at us and threatened us. Anyway, back to the
One
main.
man threatened
when
me, so
Hosea
fuck
offered
the
me
NCR!
one to really change things around here. To
Congrats,
hell with
dude.
being a killer just for caps. I don't
Congrats.
have it in me. If I need to kill, it has to be for something. I told Hosea that, and from there, he let me join. It's rough going,
He likes your
but I think this might
endurance,
be the life for me.
because this man's gonna kick the bucket. I need to get going.
See you later, mister.
Don't call me mister, I'm not... You complain about killing people, but you're standing out here as gunfire is going on 24/7? Really, Frank? Thank you for holding me back, Hope. I killed someone over here, Frank! Oh, I killed 3 people! Fucking tell Ranger. Gonna tell the Ranger. Dogs and coyotes can be found wherever you find the Scrounger perk. Oh. Should probably turn that off. Chasm is slaving. Some really great spotlight out here. I'm running up these steps. I'm walking to the door. Hope lies behind me, but she ain't a liar no more. Do 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 do. Oh, Ranger Wilson, I've come to tell you we are. Really? You're gonna? Yeah, she's really gonna go to sleep while I'm doing this whole thing. Wake up! Yeah,
So
I
you
knocked
came
that
after
over.
all. Glad to see you're on our side. What can I do for you?
That's what she said. Anyways, Jose's giving me a test to prove myself. He wants me to steal an NCR caravan schedule. What can you tell me about Camp Golf? I have some questions.
Go ahead. I'll answer what I can. Within reason.
Reasonably so. How long have you hunted Hosea?
I've been on this mark for a year now. At first, the brass didn't really take him serious. Nothing more than a pest. Robbed a few caravans here and there. Kidnappings from a few big caravan outfits. Notable, but nothing massive. So they sent bounty hunters after him, but they all seemed to disappear or find no trace of the man. Finally, Mr. Hawthorne had enough when the attacks were digging into his bottom line. Miss Wilson,
Miss should have
I
a
need
period
you
after
to
it.
take care of the problem, he says. I'd already taken care of a few jackal cells by that point, so I said it'd be my pleasure.
Makes
I can
sense.
see where the bounty hunters have had issues. Hosea is a hard man to find.
I mean, I kind of found him relatively easily. I just went around and asked, "Hey, have you seen Hosea?" "Yes, I can hook you up." Do you need a therapist too, so I can sit you down and tell you that killing is not the way?" "No, no, thanks, old lady. You've kind of already... Your group has already made one ego-terrorist. I don't think we need to make another Edward Sallow. What are the Vultures after?"
Who really cares? Raiders are all the same to me. Best just killing them. But Hosea, like a lot of bosses, thinks himself an idealist.
Exactly.
Where's the idealism when he and his gang are shooting men and women with families in the back?
Yeah, well, where's it that you're from?
Was born in a little town called Modoc. Was cozy enough when I was growing up, but a little boring.
Yeah.
Me and my brother enlisted soon as I turned 18 and him 20. Sadly, he was killed in action against those Viper scumbags.
Vipers are scumbags.
Made those bastards pay. But it still doesn't get any easier after all these years.
It won't.
After that, I asked to be transferred to the Mojave. Now this shithole of a desert feels more like home than Modoc ever was.
Does patrolling the Mojave make you wish for a nuclear winter? No? Okay. Have you ever met Hosea?
I have once. Didn't realize it was him, though, as no one knew what he looked like at the time. This was before the papers came out with the name Vultures for his gang. He knew I was hunting him for sure. I was off duty at the time, and was trying to wind down. He buys me a few drinks and starts talking politics.
Oh no.
I can't remember why, but we started arguing, and I ended up getting thrown out the bar. Barkeep said I had too much.
Because if you threw out Hosea, he'd just be
The
wanted for
next day,
murder.
another caravan gets robbed, and that's when I see his picture in the papers. It was him. An old, vulnerable-looking man. Nobody would have suspected what he was capable
That's
of.
how they get you. I've got no more questions.
Very well. Is there anything else I can do for you?
What can you tell me about Camp Golf?
I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty comfy. Plenty of food, the mattresses are soft. Can't ask for anything more, really.
Yeah.
It's another story for the troopers. It's rough for those boys and girls down there. I don't blame them for hating it here.
Makes sense.
I absolutely loathed my drill sergeant when I first enlisted. Although, if I met her now, I'd buy her a drink.
Hosea's giving me a task to prove myself once we steal an NCR caravan schedule. So can we kill him then, or are we gonna have to wait?
That makes sense. We've tried to get someone in the ranks for a while now. Each time we've lost contact with them not long after. He'll be needing that schedule so he can stage an ambush on one of those caravans.
What I've deduced.
Here, take this holotape. This is an old schedule for NCR Ranger patrols. Don't worry, these have all changed months ago.
Thank
we use
you.
the same kind of structure as those corn caravans, so Hosea likely won't be able to tell the difference.
Likely?
Just be careful. Those vultures seem to always see us coming. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
If I tell you about this terrorist named Willow, will you be able to kill her or arrest her and get her as far away from me as possible? Or do I have to go to another ranger station for that? No? Okay.
Come back anytime.
I certainly probably will. Don't look at me like that. You know how much I loathe Willow. Elray Motel. Ba-doom, boom, 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 boom. Boom, shabada, boom, shabada. Copyright strikes, they're all coming on. Ba-da-da, boom, ba-da-da. Copyright strikes, Fitz is still dead on the floor. Boom, shada. He's got a grease gun, it's just floating in the air. Boom, ba-da-da, boom, ba-da-da. Hope staring at me like, what the fuck is going on? Boom, ba-da-da. Frank, I got your digs.
Welcome back. Do you have the schedule? I hope Hosea doesn't think we're taking too long.
Dude will probably die in his sleep. I've got the schedule.
You have? That's great! We're supposed to meet Hosea back at Fire Water Cave once we're finished here. I'll mark it on your map. I've got to attend to this delivery first, sadly. Maybe I'll see you again later at camp. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Dick. What? How did I never see this if it's close to my house? I literally... Don't tell me they literally moved in right next door. Yes, hope I live here. They... I'm sorry? I think two mods are conflicting. I'm sorry. They moved in right next to my house. And I didn't see anything. Don't look at me like that. At least I can still access the door.
Take one more step, and I'll turn your head into paste. You don't look like NCR. Who the fuck are you?
If you're gonna turn me into paste, I'll turn you into ashes. Unrecognizable ashes. It's nice to meet you. I'm just obtaining an NCR caravan schedule with Frank. Don't shoot, I'm not a threat. One of the new guys. If you're going to shoot, you better not miss. I don't care about friendly fire. Yeah, from all my incidents in DayZ with Sour, friendly fire does not matter.
Friendly fire? What the fuck are you talking about? Wait, you must be one of the new recruits Hosea mentioned.
Uh-huh.
Now,
one of his new
if
choir
you're done with
boys.
your weak-ass threats, I'm Paula. And I'm the one unlucky enough to have the responsibility of watching the front door.
Dude, you just stare in one direction
This
all
here is
day.
Firewater Cave.
Just get a magazine.
This little shithole cave is one of the only places outside of NCR jurisdiction. Try not to steal anyone's bed. I swear, if I need to deal with bed bugs again because some lazy prick can't seal their kit properly...
Oh god. I carry a sleeping bag liner with me at all times. Really good for dealing with any pests. Don't worry about that. I'll be sure to check I'm not stealing a mattress first. Don't worry, I bathe every now and then. Any mattress I steal will at least be clean afterwards. Yeah, I keep a sleeping bag liner because Sour hates bed bugs. Connor constantly complains about them because he doesn't use a sleeping bag liner. But that's what he gets when he steals all the MREs.
Seems like you know your shit then. The people around here will take any bed they can get. So that liner you mentioned might come in handy. Anyway, before you go, I'll give you a quick rundown of this place. If you need patching up, I recommend you go speak to Beth.
Beth?
She can be found right at the bottom of this cave, just before the hermetic door into that godforsaken bunker.
Bunker?
If you're needing weapons, ammo, or just general repairs, then Dexter is the man you're looking for. That guy is mighty good with a screwdriver and a wrench, let me tell you.
Oh.
Wouldn't mind having his skills.
Sure.
Now, with that out of the way, is there anything else I can do for you, or are you good?
I'm good. I don't want to look at you anymore. Tell me about the Vultures, though.
Sorry, I don't really know that much. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm here because of Hosea, and Hosea only.
You are a blind, stupid follower.
One of the others can maybe help you. Beth or Dexter know a lot more than me. However, your best bet is Hosea. He has a way with words, that man.
Just because he read an encyclopedia doesn't make him an idealist, smart man. What do you think about Hosea?
To be honest, don't tell anyone I said this. I don't really care much about NCR and taking the power back and all that shit. I'm loyal to Hosea because I believe in him.
I don't really
He saved my
believe.
life,
I
and
believe in
know
him,
he's
and
a
I'm
good
loyal
person
to
at heart.
him.
I
So
will
I'm.
follow that man to hell and back. You got more questions, or can I get back to my post?
I'm sorry. You don't really believe in him and or his message, but you're really loyal to him and will follow him to hell. A walking contradiction. Walking contradiction. Walking contradiction. Tell me about yourself.
Who? Me? Only person to really care who I was before becoming a vulture is Hosea. I'm
What, you
afraid
gonna suck
there's
his
not
dick
much
and
to
tell me
tell.
about it?
I can't quite say I had a life-changing moment or anything, but if you insist. Where do I begin? I guess I grew up in North Vegas and had to scrape by like every other kid who was unlucky enough to be born there. In those sorts of places, you either join a gang or you starve to death alone with a needle in your arm.
I mean, that's not
Numbers
starving
is
to
a
death, that's
powerful
bleeding
mantra.
out.
Then my lucky day comes along. Me and the gang go prospecting, looking for scrap to sell to the local merchants at the time. There was no Crimson Caravan in the Mojave at the time. Otherwise, I would have just become a caravan guard back then.
Still didn't stop me from smoking 20
Life
packs a
would have
day.
been much simpler, let me tell you. Raiders still would have put a bullet in me, but at least I would have been paid well. Yeah, you heard that one right. I took a bullet and lived to tell the tale. Guess you could call me lucky.
No, that's my name!
I think I must have passed out from the shock. Those snakes, the ones who said they were my friends, yeah, they just fucking left me.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up in some traveling doctor's place with not a cap to pay the man. Take a guess who it was? Luckily, Hosea didn't much care for payment.
He just wanted you to
It
give
was
him
the
his
first time I found
services.
someone who wasn't just looking out for themselves. And that was when I knew Hosea was special.
Have you not been to
I
Good
wasn't
Springs?
about to leave my debt unpaid and go back to a gang that didn't care for me in the first place. So that's when I decided to become Hosea's bodyguard.
I think you made the right choice. I respect your loyalty. I would have at least asked for some cabs from Hosea. You should have stayed with the street gang rather than hang out with this sad bunch of losers. I can dig the loyalty, but you're a walking contradiction.
Loyalty is one of the only things we have down in this cave. Nobody is here for the caps. Although, with you being a mercenary, that may have changed. Regardless, I believe in Hosea, and he believes in us. Now, I've talked your ear off enough, and I should really be getting back to work.
Ah, yes,
Is
staring.
there anything else I can do for you?
I need to get-
Will I get back to my post?
I need to get back to work staring at this one door that you've just opened. I believe in
Got it.
Hosea, but I don't
Remember,
believe
you're
in this
welcome here
NCR shit that
anytime.
he's selling. Congratulations, Paula. You have a Silence 22? The fuck is that gonna do? You're shooting BBs at whoever comes through that door. At least if I'm standing here, it's...
We're gonna need it.
Thank you for the warning. At least if someone comes in here, Paula, I'm like... Hollow Point would go through them. And if Hollow Point doesn't do it, switch to regular. It does that sometimes. Like, seriously. At least I have a shotgun. Or a hunting rifle. Well, it's a Mosin, technically. MP5. 223. Don't think I should be holding it like that. And then... Stim pack. But no. No. Whatever. Can I take your ammo? This isn't even ammo you
Welcome
can...
back.
Fuck off.
Got it.
That's not even ammo you can use, you dumb son of a bitch. Oh, what's the store over here? Are you Dexter? No, you're just this... No, you got the face of a soldier. Requires key. But that caravan shotgun ain't gonna stop nothing. Average locked door. Oh. There we go. Oh, nice, a Desert Eagle. Another Desert Eagle. Oh, they got Raider shit. I'm not surprised. You did really good at that. I blasted off the locks and just stole everything. Oh god, there's Hosea side-eyeing me over there. Do I... That's what I think about your table. I need to get someone to fix this pistol. I'll talk to you in a second, old man. Jesus Christ. How was I supposed to know that these people were just living right next to my house? One of my houses. One of my many, many houses. Are you Dexter? Yeah, you look like a Dexter with that haircut.
Oh, hi. It's nice to meet you. I'm Dexter, and you must be the new recruit. I'm the guy who fixes everything around here, so let me know if you need help.
I certainly
So
will.
what can I do for you?
Can you fix my 1911?
Sure. Come into Dexter's laboratory.
I'm not paying you all that much. Look, how much is 1,000 caps? It's sour skill. Well, you also have a repair skill of 100, so I'm gonna get those caps back. Well, I might consider letting you live.
Welcome back. What can Dexter do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Ideally, I'd give you all this for free, but we have to manage what we have carefully. You're better off than most here, so I'm gonna have to ask you to pay.
Yeah, you guys don't even wear armor. An MG90 762? Sorry, you're selling grenade launchers and an assault carbine? We're not too well armed here, so that's why that's why I have all these suits of combat armor reinforced Mark II. Yeah. Gonna buy those stim packs. Got any bullets? We certainly got an array. Weapons. I'm just gonna sell that to you, that to you, that to you. Let's lay that P90. Right, I'm still carrying Connor's food. Here, I'll sell you all this psycho, you fucking druggie. There we go. Barely paying you anything.
Welcome back.
What can Dexter get for you? Tell me about the Vultures!
I mean, where do I start with a question like that? The NCR calls us terrorists, but what do you call what they did to the cons at Bear Springs?
An accidental genocide? What happened to Bear Screens? Yeah, it's chaotic. I'm not harsh on them. I get it.
Don't you dare defend them. Unarmed women and children. That's worse than anything we've done, and it's not even close.
You've shot people in the back.
They shouldn't hand rifles to fucking psychopaths and point them at the enemy. I'm just full of novel ideas, aren't I?
No, you're just a fucking
We do what's
lunatic.
necessary. If the NCR won't change, then we'll make them. Slowly but surely make them bleed.
Okay, Mr.
Are you
Fantastic.
gonna buy anything, or are you just here to rile me up about the NCR?
Yeah, I'm ready just to shoot your balls off, but what can you tell me about yourself?
I'm the handyman around here. Odds and ends that need fixed up, I can help out. People normally tell me to fix their guns and armor. I also know how to mix gunpowder, and I know which bullet casings work best at punching through that trooper armor.
That's why I bought it all.
So if you need armor-piercing rounds, just let me know, and I can provide them if you've got the caps.
That's why I bought it all. What do you think of Hosea? He's gonna be like, he is Jesus Christ reincarnated!
He's a good leader. I might
Oh,
not
no,
always agree
I'm
with
kinda
some of
wrong.
the methods we use, but what alternative do we have in Vegas?
Yes, this is a guy who wants to go
House.
extreme.
He only cares about what's going on inside the Strip's gates. He doesn't care about everyone in Vegas.
Yeah,
The Legion, they're worse than the NCR in every way. I'd rather send all my caps straight to Kimball's cabinet, lining their pockets even more. No. An independent Vegas is the only way for the people to truly win. And that's what Hosea is offering. So sign me up.
cool. Has he told you how he's gonna make it independent Vegas? How he's gonna run it? How they're gonna provide everything? How they're gonna keep it safe? No? That's what I thought.
No problem. Hope to see you again soon.
Just making sure the gun's working. you know? I know gun safety, Willow. Don't tell him that. Yeah, give him the stare down. That man's a sinner. Sinner. Where's the fucking medic? Are you Beth?
So you're the one Hosea was talking about. I'm Beth, and I'm the doctor around here.
Oh,
I can patch you up or provide you some medical supplies, but you'll have to pay for what you take.
of course.
Supplies are tight, unfortunately, otherwise I'd fix you up for free. But for now, we gotta be stingy.
Uh-huh. Tell me about Hosea.
He's an inspiration. The amount of people needing to be patched up in Outer Vegas will remain the same so long as our current lifestyle remains the same.
Oh?
Once we change those conditions, people might not need to kill each other just to eat. For recognizing that, Hosea will always have my respect.
Sure, Buckaroo. Respect. Tell me about yourself.
Ah, okay. We may as well start getting to know each other as we're in this for the long haul. Funnily enough, I was a traveling doctor, just like Hosea was at one time. I didn't have the privilege of being in the followers, though.
Don't worry, they've made a lot of terrorists
I did
lately.
have a good teacher in Westside back in the day, even if some of their practices were questionable.
Oh?
Those were some of the busiest days in my life. The line of patients just never ended, and you had to work with limited stims and meds. Do you know how heartbreaking it is to tell someone their child won't make it? Years and years of that really takes its toll.
I mean, welcome to the
That's
wasteland.
The reason why, when meeting Hosea, joining up was the easiest decision of my life. Maybe one day things can be different. I'm sorry that got quite dark, but
This is the wasteland. We got the Legion on one side.
I
You
wouldn't
got
blame you if you
uncivilized
thought
all
about
around.
something else.
I don't know why you're apologizing for dark. We have literal fucking cannibals. Tell me about the Vultures.
You joined up without knowing what we're all about. For me, we're trying to create a fair New Vegas. A true meritocracy. People get what they put in.
So you're a
Make no
communist.
mistake, though. Even those who don't or are incapable of work should be treated like human beings and not forced to starve like in the NCR.
Communist.
I met a few retired NCR veterans in my time, back when I was traveling, some of whom lost their legs to Brotherhood landmines.
That's war.
Those people are given a medal and left to fend for themselves. If they don't have any family to take care of them, then they're left to rot. We can be different from the NCR, though. Everyone in Vegas should be treated with dignity and respect.
So that's why we murder people
The
who
private
side with the
societies in
NCR.
the Utah area are often called uncivilized when they'll actually look after their own. Ask someone else why
That's
they joined the
from
Vultures,
Utah.
you might get a different answer.
I
For
get that.
me, it's the hope that Vegas can offer something different. Man, it feels weird talking politics without being 6 bottles deep, but
Ah, and you're also an
I guess it's always
alcoholic.
good to remind yourself of why you're here. Sorry I talked your ear off. Maybe there's something else I can do for you?
No. Medical supplies.
You know the drill.
Pay for what you need. Shut. This is a fucking robbery. My lucky cheeseburger. And I'll pay with that, and it's a down payment. But have you ever had morphine? But not just that. Jet 2. But not just that. Buff out. Huh? I see you're still not sold. So why don't I give you some rebound. Still haven't sold you? Still haven't sold you? Well, an MP5. Yeah. Chasm is chewing. Yeah. Hope, do you have a spare MP5?
Sure. I got some bread if you're hungry. Don't eat the tips before the middle, though. You'll have trouble making ends meet.
Thanks, Hope. There we go. Grease gun. I have no extra ammunition for it. Cool. Hosea! Old groomer. Pedo. Pedo. Adam. You have two choices. The red pill or a 9mm. Because regardless, I'm going to blow your brains out.
Ah, good to see you again. Welcome to Firewater Cave. I hope Paula didn't give you too rude of a welcome.
Dude, you gave her a 22. She's not gonna do
worry.
much.
She's just being protective. You'll be friends in no time.
We're not.
Anyway, how did you get on? Did you manage to get the caravan schedule?
Yeah, I managed to get the plans, gave them to Frank. I got the plans in my Vulture now. Yeah, I did your stupid test. I really have to perform some busy work for you to trust me.
That's good news. Once Frank manages to get them to our agents in the field, I'll give the gang the green light for another few raids. I know North Vegas has been struggling lately, so they'll be happy when they see the haul we get from those caravans.
Uh-huh.
We don't have an official ceremony or anything, but let me welcome you to the Vultures. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need.
I'm honored to join. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just happy to help. What? I wanted to party hard enough to pass out. About time. Hope I don't have to run any more stupid errands. Just wanted to party hard to pass out.
There'll be plenty of time for that after we deal with the NCR. I swear, we'll drink enough vodka to knock out Lanius himself.
Oh, weird. No.
Although, I doubt they'd allow such things within the Legion, with all the bullshit about moral decay jammed into their heads.
Alcohol is terrible,
Anyway,
and it's a sickness.
I reckon you'll want to meet everyone in camp. They'll be happy to walk you through their responsibilities and their day-to-day jobs.
Already done that.
Once you've got settled in, I'd like to have a word with you. I have a job which requires someone with your talents.
Look, dude, I'm not giving you fellatio, okay? Already... Yeah, fucking move. Yeah, that's right. Buddy, you got some problems. Oh my god. Hosea!
Ah, you're back. How's life treating you, friend?
Well, I'm not with an alcoholic anymore for about a year and a half now, so yeah, I'm ready for that job. Have some questions.
Very well. I'll do what I can to answer.
Oh god. Dialogue section, heavy part. I might put in a timestamp when to skip, but here it is. What do you and the Vultures actually hope to accomplish?
I assume the doubt in your voice refers to the sheer size of the NCR. Well, that certainly makes us have to scale back our ambitions.
I'm not sure if we actually had this
We can't beat the
conversation.
Republic in a conventional war. Yet, anyway. My plan is to severely damage their supply line. It's looking likely, despite their incompetence, that they will defeat the Legion when they come knocking at the dam again. With enough recruits and the correct people on my side, we might be able to delay them annexing the area by hitting their supply lines hard. When the troops at the dam start going hungry, the Republic will show its true colors. Then the people of Vegas will defend their home. Revolution in its purest form.
You're willing to start a war? What about the families of your soldiers? Whatever, as long as they get paid. We're pro NCR in here. Well, we're pro a lot of things. You're willing to start a war?
Sadly, war might be what is needed. If an opportunity arises to avoid it, I will gladly take it. It's either that or live to work for the rich few. A badly beaten NCR will not have the stomach for a long, drawn-out war after their narrow victory over Caesar's Legion. In the end, Vegas will choose what is right. Now, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Are you just Judge Richter who changed his name, but still has that habit for little boys, as old Bobby Bass would say? Why do you call it the Vultures? I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation before.
It sounds like a pejorative name, doesn't it? Well, originally it was. Some rag in the Republic called us that after one of our raids. Smooth operation, that was. Took the food intended for McCarran and fed many a person in Outer Vegas for a solid week. Ever since reading that, me and everyone else in the gang have wore that name as a badge of honor.
What do you think of Mr. House?
I don't know much about House, but who does, really? The only thing I can judge him by are his actions. I see a city built on heaps and heaps of both old American dollars and bottle caps. A place of tremendous wealth, surrounded on all sides by poverty. While House and the three families get richer, children all over starve. My question would be, where is this wealth going? Is whatever House is building worth all the misery he's conveniently ignoring in New Vegas?
I'm just gonna ignore the fact your mouth has not
tower
moved.
Alone could house several thousand people. Instead, he uses it to stockpile caps for God knows what.
What do you think about Caesar's Legion? If the NCR follows, won't they take over New Vegas? We've had this conversation before.
Well, that's a good question, and a very important one to answer for a truly free New Vegas to prosper. The Legion taking control of the area might be the only thing worse than a decisive NCR victory. That's why it's important to hit the NCR at the correct time. We can't weaken them to the point where they lose the Battle of Hoover Dam. The Vultures are tough, but I truly do not believe they're ready for the level of brutality that Caesar and his legate bring.
The legate would just
ironically
flay
as much
you.
as it pains me, we need the NCR to hold off the Legion. They're the only ones who have the resources to do so. For all our sakes, I'm praying for a Pyrrhic NCR victory. It's our best shot of a truly independent New Vegas.
Yeah, just Legate Lenny just walks up you. He does like the Henry Cavill, reloads his arms, reloads his muscles shotgun, and just gently taps you, and you just collapse dead. Oh god. Heard you were a follower of the apocalypse. Why did you leave? Were you inspired by Edward Sallow?
Now, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of respect for the followers. They truly do care about people, which is sadly not too common in the wasteland. I learned a lot over the years. They taught me how to read and write, which goes a long way in the world. The amount of knowledge that can be gathered from pre-war books is truly staggering. If you've ever had the privilege to visit a pre-war library, then you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I've seen a plenty.
Without them, I wouldn't be anywhere near as good a physician as I am today. I also met a lot of great people, like Jackie, over the years. Sadly, a few years back, I just felt it was time to leave. It just wasn't for me anymore.
Uh-huh.
I looked around at all the good we'd done, but I also realized that things were just going to get worse, because the NCR didn't want to change. I kept thinking, if you're not willing to fight for it, what's the point of believing in the potential for a better world?
What? Also, apparently my intelligence is not high enough for that. Don't you think we should work within the system to change things? That is. I don't agree with you. I could point out something, but I don't have the intelligence. Fuck! Am I really gonna reload? No.
No. The NCR will not change its ways by simply asking politely. We have to force it to change.
Uh-huh.
I feel the best way for the NCR to change is for its people to see a society to be envious of. Only then will they demand change from within.
Oh god, Vegas is in a total
Want
state of
Vegas to be that
anarchy
society.
and communism. People are starving. We don't even have a military. Oh my god, people are dying. I want to have that. That's what you sound like, you stupid old man. Yeah, I called you stupid. I don't agree with you. And I'm pointing out all the flaws.
Ah, you're back.
I don't like your people. Oh, I can't ask him that question anymore.
Ah, excellent.
Oh yeah, I want that job.
I chose Firewater Cave to hide from the NCR, not just because it's out of their reach. Let me explain. During my traveling days, I came across a Poseidon Energy call center. This was back west, before I started my war against the NCR. Those sorts of places, if you're lucky, could have spare medical supplies hidden in a first aid locker. That's if you're willing to take the risk.
I know what prospecting is. I've only lived in the wasteland my entire life. You're right, I've found some really good stuff. Well, I haven't lived in it my entire life, but that's a story for another day.
You'll know exactly what I mean then. Always worth exploring, especially if you're short on caps. Well, I found more than just meds that day. A couple of terminal entries and a pair of coordinates led me out here to this cave. I also found a bunch of bizarre-looking keycards inside. Not sure what they do, other than the one that unlocks the bunker door down next to Beth.
Did you explore the bunker?
We did, but it was far too dangerous. We nearly got overwhelmed. Honestly,
I wish you did.
We're lucky to be alive.
You're unlucky you survived.
I should have known it would have been dangerous when I read it belonged to Poseidon Energy.
What's the worst part that could be down there? A few robots? That sounds bad. They had a power plant in the Mojave. My Helios 1.
That's right. The Brotherhood of Steel and the NCR killed each other over it. Must have had something inside for the Brotherhood to take interest. Usually the case with Poseidon. Danger usually follows closely behind them. Although, I'm sure a merc of your abilities can handle yourself. The terminal entries mentioned a name, Paul Reeves. Think he was some company executive who managed a joint project with Vault-Tec.
Vault-Tec!
Both of those companies, based on everything I've read, were military contractors for the old U.S. government, on at least one occasion. So, that means we could be sat on a military stockpile if those coordinates are correct.
If it is, it's gonna be not for you, for me. And the wolves. I guess I'll clear it since the rest of you are scared of a little combat. I can clear it. Yeah, I'll clear it because you're scared of a little combat.
I can assure you, when it comes to it, the Vultures will fight to the death. However, I'm not in the habit of throwing away the lives of my troops.
Yeah, they'll fight to the death, but they
If
won't
you
fight
keep
Burt
your
Bunker.
place in this band, I recommend you show the others a bit of respect. Got that? Good. Now, if you're done wasting my time. My thinking is that there's maybe something inside that can help in our struggle against the NCR. See what you can find. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them.
Why are you sending me into the bunker? Why not one of the others? Oh yeah, because you're not willing to throw away lives, but you'll throw away my life.
I know how it sounds. You must think I'm treating you like you're expendable.
It's because you are.
I actually need you more than you know. The fact that you managed to track us down, against all odds, proves that you're a very capable merc. You might be the only one capable of surviving down there. We don't actually know what to expect, other than the ghouls we managed to escape from.
What should I expect to face?
I don't know exactly. When we first arrived, I sent Paula alongside a small group down to scout the bunker out to see what we were dealing with. They had to retreat from a large pack of feral ghouls. We're lucky that there was no casualties. The ghouls must have came out to hunt before we arrived. We've been here a few months now, so God knows if they're still alive down there.
Oh, God.
If you're lucky, they might have starved to death since we last ventured inside. If not, be careful, as they'll be incredibly hungry. Also, in most of these military bunkers, security bots are usually a big problem. So you might want to be prepared for those too.
Uh-huh. What do you know about Poseidon Energy?
Not much more than most people, I'm afraid. Used to be a pre-war energy company. Pretty sure they built that old Enclave oil rig just off the coast of San Francisco.
The Enclave.
I remember reading stories from
They're
those
just a
that
myth.
managed to escape that hellhole. It's the kind of thing that'd haunt you until the day you die. Any company willing to throw their backing behind those monsters has no empathy. So that should tell you all you need to know about them.
Uh-huh.
Be careful.
I've got no more questions.
Okay, good. Take this key card. It's the one I mentioned that unlocks the door down next to Beth. Also, Dexter should...
Oh, yeah.
And finally...
Yeah, fuck you, dude. Is there anything that... Bear Strikes Back? Nope, just gonna explore it. Alright, Hope. This isn't it, is it? Nope. Hope. Vulture. Hope. Excuse me. You have a dog tag fist? Yeah, you're gonna do a lot of damage with that lady. Literally, run at me. You run at me, it's just bam, dead. At least the medic has a gun. God. Firewater bunker.
As a hand-picked resident of Vault 76, it is your duty to carefully review your Vault-Tec-provided films yearly to fully prepare for the day when you will emerge.